Dark Souls is quite literally the opposite of happiness. So right away you might be thinking, is this guy being for real right now? Dark Souls and happy should not be together in the same sentence like that. How can Dark Souls teach me about happiness? Don't focus on happiness, because just focusing on that can lead to hedonism. Instead, focus on making progress. Progress towards something great, something reasonably unreasonable. That way, no matter how drab or depressing your environment might be, it could be raining or snowing or cloudy or windy, and it could seem like the whole world is against you. But still, you feel this invincible fire inside of you because you don't care about all that. You are just focused on getting to your goal. Find problems that you love having and problems that you love solving. Dark Souls as a game is not very inviting. It's hard, grim, the creatures are all kind of disgusting, and for the most part, the setting just does not look good. Still, we play the game. It's tough and it takes a lot of time to get good at it, and even when you get good at it, you still die a lot. But we still play the game. It's almost like the challenge feels good to us. The story of the lore and the bosses makes us want to keep conquering every boss in the game until we've conquered them all. It's because in the game, the story of our character is that we are the last hope to save the world. Only we can handle it because everyone else is just done and depressed and just wants it to be over already. It's up to us to fulfill the prophecy and make the world ours. And so if you think about it in the actual perspective of like the Chosen Undead from Dark Souls 1, or the Bearer of the Curse, or the Ashen One, or the Hunter, or the Tarnished, or the Starving Wolf, it doesn't matter to them what the world around them looks like, if the sun is shining or not. It only matters to them the progress they make toward their goal, and they would stop at nothing to reach it, no matter if it's raining or shining. Even death can't hold them. It can't hold us. If we die, we just come right back and do it again. Like, can you see this? Like, the protagonists of these games want it so bad that they'll do anything to get their goal. It doesn't matter if the world around them is like dark and dilapidated. It doesn't matter if they die. They'll come back and make sure their goal is fulfilled. I think the best moments of the game are not when the game is easy. It's when it's brutally hard and you still beat it anyway. That's the real joy. Same in life. Like, you're not supposed to feel happy all the time, but you can still feel at least proud that you did your worst, tried your best. I like the idea of purpose over happiness, because when you focus on happiness only, then when things go south, it can lead to hedonism. But seeking purpose is about accepting the inevitable darkness in the world and striving to make the best of it. And that gradually creates success, and that success creates a deep sense of satisfaction, which is a whole separate level of happiness that can't be bought. Don't drown out the sadness. Work through it. Use good habits to your advantage. Don't just do good habits because you know they're good and you've been told that they're good. Okay, because there's a reason that the good habits exist. They work as an advantage to you if you use them properly. If you do good habits just to do them, just because you heard about it on YouTube or somebody said something about it, if you're doing good habits just to do them, then they become more of a chore, okay? They become dreadful. And I know all about that. You don't want that. You want it to be actually flowing and congruent with your life. When you actually have your gaze set on something that will require lots of time and willpower and discipline, then it all of a sudden becomes significantly easier to go to bed on time, wake up early, spring out of bed in the morning instead of stay where you are. It's easier to choose to eat the foods that are actually replenishing to you and nutritious. It's easier to Be disciplined to work on the same thing for hours at a time, for days at a time, for weeks at a time, and just doing nothing except for that one thing. When you have the goal in your mind that glimmers brighter than everything else that you have in your mind, then it becomes easier to implement these good habits to work towards that, you know? To eat more healthy, to go to bed on time, to get enough sleep. It all becomes easier because it's working towards the same thing that you want so badly. All of a sudden, you don't even need willpower because you just want to do this thing. Complete this goal with every fiber of your being. Aim at something worth pursuing that calls to your mind and your soul and your heart and your body. Choose to do that thing and give it everything you've got. And this means that, yeah, you're gonna have to find something that resonates with you on this kind of level, where you'd be willing to sacrifice time and energy for it. And to be honest with you, I can't tell you what this thing is for you. But lucky for you, it's probably already inside of you. You just need to listen to yourself. Surely there must be something that you've always loved doing. Something that you wish you could do, but maybe it's not practical in your mind. Something that has been speaking to you for a long time, but you just chose to ignore it for whatever reason. And if you don't have something like that, then also lucky for you, you get to find that thing. You get to go and look. You get to try new things. You get to explore. You get to know yourself better. You get to start from scratch instead of trying to piece things together. Sometimes it can be harder to piece things together. Sometimes it's easier to start from scratch. And I'm kind of jealous of you because you get to start this journey from the beginning. That's kind of cool. Just remember, find problems that you love having and problems that you love solving. Because I think that if you're looking for your purpose, that is a good place to start. What problems do you love having because you love to fix them? What problems do you love finding the solution for? Today is May 2nd, 2025. I think that's everything I had to say. I hope that this message was clear. If you guys have any questions, if you want me to make another video, if you want me to tell me how I can be more clear. I think that's everything I wanted to say. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Take care.